Hello and welcome to the History Project. My name is Pete and this is George.
Hi folks, today we're at Kingsdown and Ringwold Church of England Primary School in Kent, continuing our treasure hunting quest with kids. We're searching for treasure with metal detectors and then cleaning and researching the artefacts.
Today we can expect to find quite a wide variety of finds. I've already done a pre-visit on this site. I found a lead bag seal that's quite possibly, I think, 200-300 years old.
Wow.
And an assortment of coins from the late 1800s, early 1900s. The area, Kingsdown and Ringwold, well, this is Kingsdown that we're in, has got loads of history. We should be expecting sort of like maybe World War I, World War II, you know, bullet cases, bullets, possibly some cap badges, definitely some coins. We'll have some modern stuff because they've had fairs on this ground. But the main challenge today is going to be the cold, George. And we've got quite icy grass. The previous schools have really risen to the challenge.
They really have, yeah.
They?
Yeah, really have.
But I think that's what we're going to be facing today. But I think once the sun gets up, we'll be all right.
Yeah. I'm sure once they find their first artefact, they'll be so excited they'll forget all about the cold. That's what usually happens,
yeah,
eh?
That's what's been the pattern.
Yeah, so stay tuned, folks.
See you soon.
See you soon. Okay, it's about that big, weighs 120 grams, and it's worth about £85,000. Okay? So we could find some really amazing things. Now I'm going to hand you over to Pete, okay? And Pete's going to do some health and safety bits and bobs. And then we're going to get underway, okay? Hello?
Hello.
How you doing? Good. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Brilliant. And can you hear me, Sean? And that makes me pretty much everyone can hear me, right? Your mum, is it? Oh, bless. Hi, Mum. How you doing? Okay, so before we get started on the important safety stuff, whilst there could be stuff in the ground that's worth something, I really want us to focus on history today. So one of the main goals today is to make you really aware about history and to make you understand that it's right underneath our feet. You don't have to go places for it because you've been running over it for years. Yeah, you're going to find that out in a minute, mate. Right.
Yes. What do you think it is?
Treasure.
You think it's treasure?
Yeah.
What sort of treasure?
I have no idea.
I think it's a solid gold sword. Can it, kids, use your eyes as well, yeah? Can anybody see something? Because I can see it. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, can you see it? Have a good look. Just look with your eyes. Yeah. Okay, do you want to get it for us? Yeah. There we go. Now if we go over.
We've got money.
Yeah, let's hold it up to the camera. Yeah, if we duck down a little bit. Yeah, we found our first coin. Yep. And that was our first hole we dug as well, kids, eh? Yep. Should we find some more like that? Yep, so... Right, in one, yep. What we do is try and squeeze this back in here.
Sure.
Right.
Is this our first coin, George?
It's our first coin, it's our first hole. It's our
First signal. Bang! 100%
Bang.
ratio.
Right, brilliant. So, do you want to find us another tone then, young lady?
My toes I have.
Where is this thing?
I don't know.
a bit off someone's zip.
It's a zip! No!
All that and it's someone's zip.
Oh my gosh! How did it do
Oh, you put the glove back. We'll put the glove back.
No! No! It's up a bit and it's got a thingy in the back.
Just show this to the camera. Look at this, folks.
On the back.
Could it be? Found another coin as well.
1 penny.
Excellent.
I'm with Ava, Danny and Jemima and they've just found this really epic metal object. It's got loads of green patina on it. It means it's really old. It could be, I just can't wait to do some research and find out what this is. It's quite heavy, isn't it? And big. It is old, I can tell. And what do you guys think of it?
It's really cool.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you think of it?
I don't know.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
Cool. And I think you're a superhero, like having your knees out in the cold, you girls. So you're braver than some of the boys we've worked with. An old epic thing. More research to be done. Fist bumps. Bang, 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 bang. There's your old thing to put it in a bucket.
So, what sort of morning are you having? Finding much?
Do you know what? I'll be honest with you. It's the nippy morning. Half of these kids are turned up with shorts and skirts on because there's some sort of school bet about who can be the toughest kid and wear shorts. But they're doing really well. There's not as much history come out the ground as I thought there would be, but there's been some few little bits come out. Well, one in particular, which is a really old piece of metalware. So I'm really excited to see what that is. But yeah, but other than that, the kids are having great fun.
Yeah, fantastic. I'm finding a few bits and bobs. I found quite an interesting little buckle. Funnily enough, it looks like it might be off of a military uniform.
Oh, really?
So it'll be good to research it. Also, what is quite interesting is normally we separate them into groups of 3. Today, because one of the children's gone to piano class, there's a group over there of 2, and it's quite true that saying, you know, 2's company's 3's a crowd, because that group of 2 are doing fantastic.
Right,
just
interesting.
the 2 of them. Yeah.
Something we might want to bear into the future, maybe get more detectives and run groups of 2 rather than...
Yeah, that's
you know,
it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, on the whole, I think it's going really well. The kids are having an amazing time. You know what they're like? They're happy if they dig a rusty nail, mate, aren't they?
Yeah, that's it. As long as they're having fun, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, but there's still half the morning to go yet, and there's still time, and let's see what we find, eh?
Yeah, let's press on then, yeah?
Hi guys, we're back with Danny, Ava and Jemima, who have just found a very, very, very old coin.
Yeah.
These guys have to research that this afternoon and find out what it is. I'm not going to say what it is. What do you think?
What it is.
I do.
Tudor.
You think it's Tudor, do you?
Yeah. Viking.
Viking, eh?
Yeah.
What do you hope it is?
I hope it's Tudor because I love the Tudor. Yeah,
You
I
love
like
the Tudor?
Vikings.
Vikings.
I don't mind.
You don't mind. Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn. So, that is more than likely the oldest find of the day, definitely so far, right? So, there's only one thing I've seen today that might be as old. Only one thing. But it's going to be hard to put a date on that because it's an object and not a coin.
Oh.
But that is amazing. Well done.
Thank you.
Fist bumps. Bang, bang, bang. Right, so we're going to give this to a teacher, Mr. Summers, right? And you're going to tell him to put it in his pocket for safekeeping because you need it this afternoon.
Okay, thank you. Just carry on. Can you help
Yeah,
us?
whatever it is, it's in that clod there. Now it's just a case of locating it, kids, yeah?
Yeah.
Right, so what we're going to do,
It's hard to find.
I'm going to break this up slightly, yeah? Yeah, brilliant. We're going to research and figure out what that is. At home, you got any ideas? Brilliant, let's press on then. So what we're going to do quickly though, is just quickly go over this hole.
Oh, yeah.
I'll go over the metal detector.
Jump on it. That's it. So we've done it that side. Now you're going to pull that back. It's in there. So now it's the pinpointer boy. Spade boy's going to come here.
There.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Oh, that was really... Yeah.
fact, it's definitely metal. It's a circle, isn't it? It's got a mid hole in the middle. It's got dots on it, isn't it?
Found a metal circle.
It looks so cool, doesn't it? I wonder if that's really historic.
I feel like we should need to like keep that.
Yeah, let's put that in the bucket. One last ray for the detector to make sure there's nothing else in the hole and in the club.
It's got like dents on it.
It has, isn't it?
They found it a few minutes ago. Obviously, it's some sort of buckle, but the insignia on it is John Player Special, an old brand of cigarettes. So that would have been something you collected or a novelty item. Well done. Cool.
So we've just finished the morning session searching for treasure. It's been really quite interesting, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's been a challenge today, isn't it?
Yeah, pulled a lot of things out of the ground. To be honest with you, they're going to need to be researched because I have no idea what they are. Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting this afternoon.
That group that you was with, that looked like that, you know, that fire thing coming out. I think that's the top off a military cap badge.
Yeah,
really good. We haven't told them, but there's a group that's found a trading token, an old Jetton, maybe 500-600 years old, 400 to 600 years old. Another group that's found some really nice old historic metalware. So
yeah, I pulled something out of the ground that initially it looked like a .303 caliber bullet, but then when you turned it over, it's got something attached to it. I think it's an old kind of children's toy. It looks
brilliant,
kind of Victorian in a way, but who knows, eh?
Yeah, shall we get on with the? We'll have some lunch, then crack on with the afternoon.
Yeah, brilliant.
Right, see ya.
See ya.
What is that?
What's your name?
Mason.
Mason. This is Mason. What you got there, Mason?
I really have no clue.
Do you know what I think this is? Because it's going to be really messy to clean up. There's a hole that used to go through there, and this was straight, yeah?
Yeah.
And there's holes along it we can see.
Yeah.
And I reckon that's a hinge, that screws to the door, and up that hole on the frame would be a pin, and you'd hang the door on it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
So you found a really old
What's this?
door gate hinge.
Oh.
Hey? That's cool, isn't it?
Do you know what this is? This is?
Yes.
Found this, what we think is a weight. We're going to weigh it because we have no idea how much it weighs.
This is it. We found this, what we believe could be a weight, and the key thing is, if it is a weight, it will weigh a fairly exact measurement. So this is the moment.
Is it on zero?
Yeah. It's a bit behind 250 grams.
Slightly below 250 now.
Well, then it might have lost a bit.
It would have lost a little bit of weight,
Can I just
wouldn't
point
it?
out something, guys? Back in many years ago, they didn't work in grams, they worked in ounces. And it's quite close to 8 ounces, isn't it?
Yep, fantastic.
Or it could be a cork from the milk jug.
No.
So we think that is possibly an 8-ounce weight.
Yeah.
Yeah? You see, whatever weight it was, it would be slightly lower than that weight because you can see it's been hit a few times.
Yeah. But there's got marking and stuff all over it.
Fantastic.
Exactly the same.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah? The big question is, I wonder where the cap is. Great work.
Someone's probably just licked it off and then I'm gonna.
Absolutely brilliant work, folks. You should be really proud of yourselves.
My name's Logan and I found a musket ball.
My name is Mason and today we are metal detecting and I found this. And it's called the Royal Fusiliers cap badge and it's the top of one. And yeah.
So my name is Thomas, and when we were metal detecting on the field, we found things, and when we were researching them, we found out what they're about, and we thought this was like a light bulb thing, but it turns out to be a metal football stud. And then we're actually quite surprised when when we were trying to find out what it was, or like typing what we thought it wasn't coming up. And then Mrs. Summers just came along and said, "This is a football stud." So.
Hi, I'm Isla, and this is
Faye.
and we found a
lead weight.
Lead weight, so like an ounce weight.
An 8 ounce weight.
There's like bronze ones, but we found a lead one underground, and it's old.
So my name's Danny.
My name's Ava.
And my name's Jemima. And we found a jeton, a core ring called jeton.
And they were used for money, and they were made in 1586 to 1635.
Hi, my name's Fred, and today I've been metal detecting, and we have found lots of different things, but one thing that caught my eye was this coin. It's a half-pence coin, and it was made in 1916, so it's pretty old.
I'm Evelyn. This is Seth, and this is Harvey, and we found these.
These are two World War bullet shells where the bullets go in the rifle, and then there'd be an explosion and the bullet would go out, but this would stay in the gun.
Okay, so my name is Finley Corby.
My name is Tony.
My name's Henry.
And these are some artefacts that we found. I found this is an 1888 bullet case, which was the same year of when a volcano erupted, and it was called Strato.